A little slow right now. Good morning, folks. As we come into the capital today, we're encountering some groups who are starting to assembly. There you have some people in the house. It's closed, but I'm not sure what's going on. Somebody over there is planning a revolution. What type of revolution? I don't know. Again, it's a little slow. People are trickling in. Looks like a late start today. Everybody's catching up in some work. So we'll head downstairs and see what else is going on.
What they built, what they designed, how it impacts them. So these students here are involved in FIRST Robotics. They have a competition that they are designing a robot to compete in. They do this over a 7-week period. Teams range from like 8 to 30 kids, and it's giving them a lot of great skills for their future. A lot of colleges that recruit FIRST teams, they sometimes are at our events. The students are already very skilled in technical skills, but also people skills, problem solving, team working, and that makes them a stronger college student. It also makes them a stronger employee. We have received funding along those lines to help start teams so that we can connect them with manufacturing jobs that are in Connecticut. Or, okay, if you have a very young child, 4, 5, 6 years old, anything that they can build and construct with, Legos is definitely very popular. Our first program started as young as that with Legos. So as a parent, you can start a team. You go to firstinspires.org, and that website has information on starting teams. They use Legos too.
So what are you saying? Instead of buying dolls, buy Legos.
Yeah, you can buy the dolls too, but the Legos are also good. And
but
it really gets them curious.
All right, so math, science,
engineering, technology.
You start with.
Let them ask why. That is a common one I say to parents. Your kids are asking why all the time, and it's kind of like, take Google, answer all their questions. That's a skill you want them to develop. You want them to.
So, what is this law enforcement robot supposed to do?
Oh, that's just the neighborhood team. So we're the second law enforcement.
Okay, second law enforcement.
Yeah.
What is this machine supposed to do?
This was part of our robot from last year.
Hold on, say that again.
It was part of our robot from last year.
Okay.
So it's basically this arm part here. This is like a picture of it, and so the basic premise is it will just lift up.
It goes up like that, and this part opens up to clasp onto things like a code or a cube.
Oh, so you can pick it up.
Yep.
Oh, it's robotic arm.
Yeah, it's a robotic arm.
All right, thank you.
Guys and stuff.
Yeah.
Good. So this concoction is the same as that one over there?
They do similar things.
Okay.
The design processes are a little bit different. So this one, the intake goes in through here, and then this can move in different positions. It could shoot up, and it also can drop into the amp. Then we have our climbers on the side for our climbing. That's something we do really fast. We've done really good. Do you guys want to try to?
So when you shoot this off, what the orange?
The orange note will come out. Do you want to try
I cannot show you.
Yeah, we'll
Okay, you're
show.
gonna give me a demonstration. Where is it gonna go over there?
You can just show it right here.
Oh, hold on. Let me. When is it gonna shoot over there?
Yeah, it'll shoot.
Let me stand in the back. Let me stand in the back.
So we can do it on
So,
different sides.
what is this application used for? In what situation?
Yeah, so if we were to be, so on the field, they have a high up speed. This would actually, here, put it down. This would go in, we would pick it up, and then our job, there's 3 robots per alliance, so our job would to be shoot it into the speaker, and hopefully score those points, so every time you shoot something in there, it scores the points, or if you're dropping it into the amp, it amplifies the points that have already been scored, so when
Okay.
robots go to shoot, it's actually being amplified.
So how long did it take you guys to
We have 10 weeks to build the robot.
10 weeks
Yeah.
from scratch?
So from scratch, yeah. So we build the base first, and then we go into sub-teams, and we actually work on designing the whole entire robot by students. Students design it. Then we go CAD it, we manufacture it, build it, program it. So all the students have a role in the whole entire building process.
So is this an engineering program?
So yeah, the robotics. So
Robotics,
it's a
engineering?
robotics program, so we have an engineering kind of components to it that go into the whole entire program.
And this is a high school program?
Yeah, we have this is a high school team. We do programs that all the way from kindergarten to high school.
Oh, okay, so you're trying to catch up and the science.
Yeah.
All right, that's nice. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
It's nice
appreciate it,
talking
yeah.
to you.
Before. What we're doing here is we are forcing publishers to change the terms and conditions of their contracts through this legislation. Another good possibility that I can see happening is publishers not wanting to do business in the state of Connecticut because they need to make money. They have a right to charge whatever they feel is appropriate and necessary, and we certainly have a right not to purchase it. But they are going to make up their money somehow, and I can certainly see them increasing their prices, which would cost the towns even more money. I can also see a possibility of them pulling out of Connecticut and not wanting to do business in Connecticut. Let me ask you here, if you own a business and the state of Connecticut is going to dictate to you what your terms and conditions are by force through this, would you do business in the state of Connecticut with your business? Of course not. You would pull out and you'd say, you know what, it's just not worth it for me. We're not making enough money on this product, and they will pull out. And that will have serious ramifications for our libraries. Through you, Mr. Speaker, just circling back on something the representative said about receiving funding. So when you talk about receiving funding through the state, does that funding have to go directly to the library, or could it be just the towns receive all kinds of funding within the state? Is it any type of funding that a town receives, or is it funding specifically sent to the library, maybe via a grant or a bonding issue or something through you?
Representative Blumenthal? Through you, Mr. Speaker, it would be any funding that the library receives directly or indirectly from the state. That's what implicates a library under this bill. And I just wanted to lightly disagree with one thing the distinguished ranking member of the Government Administrations and Elections Committee said in her last comments.
Representative Kadeem Roberts, I represent Norwalk, Connecticut. Today we have the 6th largest city, fastest growing city in the state of Connecticut, and most importantly ranked as the top 100 livable city to live in the state of Connecticut. Here today, it is our day, Norwalk, Connecticut. So grateful to have nonprofits in here, a lot of people here today. We got oysters here, we got the mayor here, the hospital, so we're just grateful and blessed to have our city come all the way up to the Capitol. So
What is Norwalk going to offer us for future generations?
absolutely, so what Norwalk can offer you for generations, we have about 12 blue ribbon schools, so we have one of the top best educations. We have a wonderful aquarium that everybody comes to. We have a brand new walkable and transformable mall. We have one of the greenest, if not the greenest, communities within the state of Connecticut, within any city or town. So when we talk about Norwalk, we talk about the top city in the state of Connecticut.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Norwalk chooses you to represent them, I expect big and great things for them because you're doing some big and great things up in here.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate that. What do you call this?
So this is a horseshoe crab. This one is a channeled whelk. It's a type of snail. We have a green crab and then a little hermit crab. So all animals that we could find on the beach around here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and this is a model seal skull, harbor seal skull, and then a harbor seal pelt.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is seal?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is basically what our seals at the aquarium
Okay.
look like and
Oh,
feel like.
you have seals in the aquarium?
We do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're all a little bit different looking, but they feel basically the same.
And if anyone wants to come to the museum, is it an aquarium? We open 7 days a week?
Yes, 10 to 5.
10 to 5.
Yeah.
And is there a cost? Is it free for the Connecticut residents?
There's a cost associated with it.
Oh, okay. And how many seals do you have in the aquarium?
Right now we have 6. So we have Sono. He's our youngest seal. He's a yearling now. And
Which
then
one? This one?
This one is Sono right here. And he is just a year old this month. Then we have Gracie, Feisty.
Are these some of the animals in an aquarium?
Yes, we have river otters, meerkats, fennec foxes.
The foxes don't like water.
No, we have some non-water
Oh, okay.
animals,
We have some non-water animals. Okay.
And then we have our sea turtles also, which are...
And is this off the shore of Norwalk?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So,
Along the Norwalk River.
so what do you call this again?
A horseshoe crab.
Horseshoe crabs.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, so what's interesting about the aquarium is, you're right, we do have some animals that are not in the water, but the ocean really also shapes the climate on land. So the currents of the ocean will affect the land. So that's why we have some non-water animals as
All right, I
well. So
got
it makes sense.
Yeah, all right.
But
Committee myself, and have looked at at the original language of the bill and now the amendment. Something struck me, which is that it seems to me that the genesis of this bill came from almost a distrust in the abilities of whoever the purchasers of electronic books or other reading materials from the private sector, that the purchasers or the decision makers of where those funds go on the government side, it seems that we do not trust that they can make the best possible decision for their libraries and that there need to be safeguards or sort of training wheels that need to be legislated by us into law so that it essentially makes it so that they can never, overpay for something. Would that be a good characterization of what this bill is trying to do, through you, Mr. Speaker?
Representative Blumenthal. Through you, Mr. Speaker, I would disagree a little bit with the good representative's characterization. I wouldn't say we distrust the libraries. In fact, I think this is actually a manifestation of our trust in the libraries because they come to us and ask for this tool in their toolkit in the negotiations. Through you.
Representative Hobson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Through you, I appreciate the answer from the good chair. I'm still not convinced.
As we summarize the day, we look at the kids who are building their future, as you can see with the mechanical machines they constructed. We had Norwalk Day. Various entities from Norwalk presented themselves in the state capitol, and we had one of the elected officials speak with us and discuss the greatness of living, working, and operating in Norwalk. We also had the House in session earlier, and it's still going on. Overall, a quiet day, but still an active, busy day on the state capitol. Hopefully, it'll pick up tomorrow, and we'll see what will happen. Seems like most of the elected officials are in committee, trying to get those other committees to show so they can vote, debate, and vote. But another moving day in the state capitol, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.